spinning. All right, we're recording for our website portfolio final. So what I recommend for this one is go to weebly.com. And again, you can use any website builder you want. There's Google Sites. There's lots of different free ones, like Wix and other ones. I like Weebly because A, it's free, and B, it's super easy to use, and C, they also have an app if you want to build a website on your smartphone. So you can either click here to create your website or click sign up. And then what it's going to ask you to do is to sign up through either your email or through Facebook. But what I would do is first, last name, enter your email, confirm the email. Make sure this is an email that you can receive emails from. I wouldn't use your student email if possible, because a lot of time they block outside emails from coming in. So if you have a personal email like a Gmail or Yahoo or Ymail, use that. And then create a password, country, and then agree, and then hit continue. And then it'll ask you, I can't show you because I already have my own account, but then it'll ask you, is there a certain type of website you're making? I think it actually shows it in this video here. So I'm just going to play this, and it should show the setup part real quick. It might be a little different because this is a couple years old, but it should be pretty close.
Hey guys, Kaya here from Website Builders Critic. Today I'm going to show you how to build a Weebly portfolio in 5 minutes. Here I'm at the Weebly login page, so let's get started. Login will bring you to this dashboard where I can see my sites. I'm going to go to add a new site.
So this is what it would show up now.
This allows me to choose between
what kind of site you want to build. I would do either a standard site or a blog. I wouldn't do a store. Some students have actually turned their photo portfolio sites into stores later on, actually sold stuff from their websites, but you have to pay for those features because they, that's just not, free tools. You got to pay to run transactions through a website. So just choose the site option.
Between a normal site, a blog, and a store. And for a portfolio, I'm going to go for site. Here I can choose.
So they have lots of different themes. The themes, I would go for a portfolio theme.
Pre-selected, which works best, I feel, for a portfolio. And it's this one here. I'm going to go to choose. And Weebly will set that up for me. And here
So this is the most important part. You want to use a subdomain of Weebly.com. What a subdomain is basically, instead of having my website like justinalexanderbartels.com, I have to register and pay for that URL. You just don't give free website domains for free. So what a subdomain is, it basically is going to have your name of your photography site, .weebly.com at the end. And so it has the Weebly branding on it. But it's completely free if you choose this option. So make sure you choose use a subdomain of Weebly. And then what you're going to do is type in a name. So it could be your first and last name, or it could be like, J Bartels Photo, or, it could just be Justin Photography, and then see if it's available. So he's going to search a couple and see if it's available.
Use a subdomain of Weebly.com, which will be a lot quicker than registering my own domain name and connecting a domain name I already own. So I'm going to call that Kaya's portfolio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you'll see if it is available or not. So you might have to, do like Justin.Bartels or like J.Bartels or your initials or whatever. You could just do, if it's Kayla, like Kayla G Photography.weebly.com, and then see if it's available. So the more unique you make the name, usually it's more available.
Just make sure it's available and continue. And here is.
So then in here, I'll show you the website builder once I go into it, but he shows you how to do it real quick on this video. So again, that link to this video is right here, how to build the Weebly page in like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna log into my account and kind of show you how it works. And there should be options to log in either with Facebook or Google. Not sure if it does that on the sign-up page or not. Otherwise, just use your personal email. They need a personal email just so they can send you a confirmation code to make sure you're real. So I actually run a couple different websites. I have Mira Mesa High School Photography. I have my Justin Bartels Photography. I got the Mira Mesa High School Art Department, and then my Moto Visual website. So I like these because A, they're free and they're easy to work. So for example, this is my Moto Visual. So all my kind of moto and auto photography. So it's motovisual.weebly.com. It was available. You'll see I have a custom header that I made. If you want to use, just for all the headers and kind of extra photos, you want to use your photos, right? So again, just what Bradley was asking earlier, you know, like what kind of photos can we put on it? Pretty much, ideally, you're putting photos you've shot this Q1, Q2, so anything from September till now. I just recommended if you're going to use older photos for like your header images or your backgrounds or your galleries, just make sure it's shot this year, you know, at least like 2020. So it's not like old photos you're using. Ideally, there's something you shot for this class, that would be ideal. I also have linked, you know, social icons here. So if you click on it, it'll take you to those pages. So this is my Facebook photography page. This is my Twitter. And so a lot of times it is typically like twitter.com/your username. You can find that in your settings on those applications or social networks. I got my Moto Visual Instagram linked. So it's instagram.com/motovisual. And that's, again, all my auto photography here. And then I also put my email as one of them, and my Flickr is one of them. So when you click on that, it will take you to my Flickr. So a lot of times your flickr.com is /people/Justin Bartels. I have a custom Flickr name. If you go into your settings, it'll say your web address here. So you have a link to your profile and a link to your photo stream. So you can just copy and paste that in when you do your social media links. So then I put, you know, some recent work gallery here. So this was from the FIM Superbike World Championship at Laguna Seca that I went to. So I put a gallery of that on the home page. I also put a little contact button on my home page. So it'll link it to my contact page, which is always a good thing to do on your home page. And then I also put my email there too. For moto racing, I have a separate gallery page. So again, I put another gallery there. And then I put another one for my moto commercial. So my commercial moto work. And again, if you click on a photo, it is a full, you know, gallery that you can go through. They also have slideshows too, if you wanted to kind of play an automatic slideshow. I prefer a gallery where you can just click through it at your own speed. So those are those. I have my auto commercial page for automotive photography. I need to update this, but some of my automotive. And then the Bonneville Salt Flats. So this is where they do those land speed records. So as you can see, all my header and images are my photos that I've taken. And then I have my galleries. This is one of my favorite cars, the Ford GT. I was at the Bonneville Salt Flats doing land speed records. So pretty cool. I like this photo too, because it's so salty, like eats away signs, like metal signs, and rust them. So ideally, a minimum, you have a home page. You got some social links. You got maybe a photo that you've taken for your background or banner. You could put 2 galleries on the home page, or you could put them on separate pages. I'll show you how to do that. So I got, you know, individual gallery pages here. Then you have an about page. So your about page is pretty simple. I just want a little description of who you are, where you're from, and what type of photography do you like to shoot, and then a photo of what you look like, so people know you're a real person, okay? So if you have a nice portrait of yourself, that'd be ideal. And then your contact page, all you're gonna do is just say contact, right? And then if you wanna leave, you know, email address here, put a map of the city you live in. Doesn't have to be your home address. Do not put your home address. I don't want people showing up at your house. Just put the city you live in. So I just put San Diego, California, and that's what I put in for my map. So that's nowhere, this is nowhere close to where I live. It just lets people know like where in the world you're located. versus, if you don't say that, it's like, oh, I want to hire this photographer. Where are they located? And they have no clue where they are. And it's like, oh, they're in Mississippi. Like, I'm nowhere near that. Why would I hire them, right? And then on the contact page, you want to have a contact form. So at least a map and a contact form so people could contact you, like a real website. So I also have my Justin Bartels photography page. It's bartelsphoto.weebly.com. I have my social links linked up here on the top. It's just a different layout. And then I got my different, galleries on each of these pages. This isn't my website. I literally just made this for this class assignment just to show as an example. So I have a contact button on the home page. I got one of my galleries here. And then I also have a second gallery on my home page. So you can do it that way. Just put a couple of galleries on your home page. Or you could break it up in, different galleries. So you could have a different page with different galleries. I put one of my video works from Vimeo, and then I put 2 galleries on that page. This is my wave photos. So my kind of abstract water movement photo gallery, product photos. So I made a bunch extra, but you can kind of just see, Then on my about page, again, just a little description of who you are, where you're located, what type of photography you like to do, and then maybe contact me. This is a photo of me out taking photos at the ocean. And a contact page. So I got a contact form, and then I just put Encinitas, California. That's not where I live, but it's just like lets them know generally where I'm located, right? If it was my business address, then I would put that. So for this project, what you're going to do is, once you set up your subdomain, definitely check out those video links. This one is the quick 5-minute one. This one is everything in Weebly. So it shows kind of every single feature and how to add it and remove it. So that one gets way more, it's a lot longer. That second video link. And then I also have some examples of, different Weebly portfolio examples. So if you want to check out this link, there's lots of different, I'll share it tomorrow, but there's lots of different, photographer templates that you could use that, maybe it looks good and just kind of shows examples of different people's, websites. So then what you're going to do is upload at least 20 total photos into 2 photo galleries. And just like we did for our crop and size project, I want you to size those images down to 1500 pixels. And if you have Photoshop, which most of you don't, convert it to sRGB. So if you don't have Photoshop, don't worry about the convert to sRGB color profile. If you're at school, that's what I'd make you do. So just make sure you're sizing down your images. So tomorrow I'll show you again how to do that. And then make sure all the images you upload to your website have been edited. So whether you use Photoshop Camera, Photo P, Lightroom, all the different photo apps on your smartphone, just make sure all those photos you upload into your galleries or for your header or background images are all edited at some point. So kind of showing off your more polished look, not just like straight from the camera. And then, oops, 1 second. So it says, make sure all of your homepage is filled out. You should have a header image you have shot and some sample images of your work. Fill out the about page and contact page. The contact page should have a contact form and should have a description of artist and a photo. Oh, sorry. The about should have, it's kind of copied weird. If you click on the Google Doc, it'll make more sense. I also show kind of the step-by-step here too. Kind of go to weebly.com, watch these videos, check off this. So again, so the contact page should have a contact form. I would recommend putting in a map of just the general city you live in. And then the about page should have a description of like an artist description about you and a photo of what you look like. Add some social media links and then make sure you publish it. So if you don't publish it, it's not going to be live and it can't actually go to your website and see it. So again, it's due Friday, but that's just because I'm trying to give the 5-day grace period. So then you turn it in by next Friday, the 22nd. So you can still turn it in until Friday, 22nd for full points. It is worth 100 points. So just make sure you got everything on your site. So what it's going to show is, let's say I wanted to work on my Moto visual. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click Edit Site. And so it'll take you to this weebly.com/editor. So it's pretty straightforward. It's all, you got your tools on the left, and then you drag and drop them in. And so if you wanted to, change the photo or change something, just click on it. So I can edit my background or replace header layout. So if I click Edit Background, I could replace it or edit it. And then, so everything is adjustable. I'm just going to click Cancel. So if I click on it again, I could go and replace the photo if I wanted to. And so what I would do is say, upload a photo from your computer. You can click on that and then select a photo from your computer, right? And then put that in for your header. So everything is customizable. I'm just going to hit Cancel because I don't want to do that. I can also drag in like titles. So anywhere that lights up kind of blue like that, it'll add a section. So then I could write, my motorcycle photography gallery. So you can go in, and if you select it, you can make it bold, italicized, underlined. You can make it bigger or smaller. You can change the color of the text. You could link the text if you want to link it to a page. You can change it so it's centered, change the orientation. So lots of different formatting things you can do. And then if you don't like it, just kind of hover over it, and in the upper right, you'll have a box shape, and then you just click the X to delete it, and it'll take it off. And then it'll kind of reposition everything. So there's like text boxes you can bring over. If you just want like one image by itself, just drag over an image. And then let's click Upload Image. So I'm just going to grab, let's see, grab one of those sunset photos. Let's do this one. So it's going to upload that. It's just going to be the one photo by itself in that section. So a nice big photo if you want to have a photo. And again, if you don't want it, just make sure you click on it so it's highlighted. And then, so it's got like this blue box around it. And then just click on the upper right X to delete it, and it'll move everything back. So what we want to do is drag over a gallery. So click on gallery. I'm just going to put it here. And then I'm just going to put a little title over it. Like, sunset photos. And then center it and underline. So select it and do underline. So then I'm just going to click on where it says upload images. So this, I could either drag them here or click upload from your computer. So I'm just going to select all those sunset photos. So if it was 10 photos for that gallery, I'd just select those. And then it's going to go through and upload all of those images. These are 5, so it's not going to upload, 10, but it's the 5 I selected. And so the cool thing about that is when I hit publish, it'll be live to my website because it's a real website. So I'm just going to let that finish loading. All right, so there's my 5th photo. So all I'm going to do is click publish. And when you click publish, it'll confirm your address. And then you can actually click on your link to see your published website. So if I actually click on that, it's going to update my Moto Visual site. And it added that sunset photo gallery just now. So that's live to the world. The key thing with this, there is no autosave like a Google Doc. It's not going to autosave because it's a live website to the real world. So the only time it's going to save is when you click publish. If you don't click publish, it's not going to save any of your work. So make sure you click publish every like 5 to 10 minutes so it saves that work. I've had plenty of students when they're working at school where they'd be working all period long, get their website set up, and then the internet would cut out and they never hit publish and they lost all their work for the day. So make sure you hit that publish button every like 5 to 10 minutes so that way you don't lose your work. So I'm just going to clear those out because I don't actually want them on that site. And then I'm just going to republish it just so it saves it like this. So, and again, you could put 2 galleries on your home page. If you want to add a page, what you do is click on Pages, and then click plus, standard page. And let's call this, like sunsets. Hit done. I can click the title. So let's do sunsets because that's my theme. So then when I want to drag over elements, I'm just going to click back to build. I'm going to drag over a gallery, right? And then I can upload those images from my computer. If I wanted to change the order of my pages, I'm just going to click on pages, going to go back so I can see all my names. I can drag and drop the order, and then you'll see it update it live on my site. And I'll say Sunsets Now on my top nav where my pages are. And then if I wanted to delete a page, I'm just going to click on Sunsets. I can click here and click delete, and I'll remove that page from my website. So you should have at least 3 pages, an about page, right? And on that about page, click on build. I'm going to scroll down. I would drag over a title, I drag over some text, and then I would drag over a photo of you. So I'll upload a photo of you. And then for your contact page, I'm just going to go to my contact page. Your contact page, I would recommend has a contact form and your email and a map. So again, if I go to build, what I would drag over is the contact form here. So this is a contact form. I'm just going to put it down here so you can see how it works. And so this is where you change, contact me. And then you don't fill out the form. That's for them to fill out, if they're trying to reach you. And then for the map, it is, I believe it's the address. Might be this one. Might not be. No, that's not right. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of that, delete that. I'm just going to scroll down here on my building, and it should say, well, these are all form fields. Let's go back. Oops, sorry. I accidentally closed out of my editor. I'll go back to the editor, sorry. Let's go back to my contact page. So pages, contact, and then click on build. Next we want to do, so you could drag over a YouTube video if you want to play, videos from YouTube. And then where is my, oh, map, there it is, sorry. I don't know why I missed that. So the map is here. I'm just going to drag it. So for the map, when it drops in, all you're going to do is click here, and you're just going to put in, I would just do San Diego, California, and then it'll update it and basically go to downtown San Diego. Or you could do, Mira Mesa. Let's click on it again. Sorry. Come on, dude. Mira Mesa, CA. And that'll update, and then it'll be in the center of Mira Mesa. So then I have a map of generally where I am located in the world. I'm just going to delete those because I don't want them on my site, but that's what I would leave on. I'm just going to delete the contact form. So again, it should look something like this: contact form and a map of generally where you're located. For your social icons, you could put them on your contact page or your home page. So I'm just going to click on my home page. Let's say I want to put them at the bottom. So all you're going to do is on the left on the build, there's these social icons. I'm just going to drag that over here. And then when you click on them, so I'm just going to line them so they're centered. You're just going to click on Manage Icons here. And then you can, there's lots of options here. So these are your active ones, and these are your inactive. So let's say you don't have a LinkedIn, just click on that and just hit turn off the show feature. And then let's maybe add our Flickr. So I'm going to click on Flickr and click show. And so then I would just copy and paste my address, which was flickr.com/people/ Justin Bartels. And then when I click back on this little arrow, it'll show up here on my active icons. So again, you can adjust which ones are there. There's Pinterest, Google+, Tumblr, Vimeo, Yahoo, YouTube, lots of different icons you could put in there. I would just put at least a couple, like your email, and if you have an Instagram or Flickr, and just make sure you link them. Again, Instagram is typically instagram.com/your username. So let's just do Moto Visual. Right, and now that's linked. So then if I click publish, that'll show up on my site. So I'm just going to go to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to your link here. I'm going to check out your page, and then I'm going to see if these links actually work. I'm just going to click on that, and that should take me to instagram.com/motovisual, which is my account. So cool. All right, so I'm just going to delete that because I can leave it. That's fine. All right, so just a quick recap. You're going to get 20 photos to put in 2 different galleries. So you could do, 9 in one, 11 in another, or 10 in 10, totally up to you. All the images on your website are yours, so you're not using their stock photos that come with the templates and the themes. You're just using your photos, so upload your photos. For the themes, you can click on the theme here and click Change Theme, and you can actually preview different themes. So I'd click on the portfolio option. There's lots of different options here. I click on portfolio, and what you can do, you can click on a theme and click preview theme, and so you can actually test out different themes with the photos you already have on your site, so you have an idea of what it would look like. And then all you got to do is hit choose or just hit cancel, and then just go back to gallery, and then you can go in and choose a different one. So let's maybe try this one. We're just going to preview it. So it's a little different with the layout on the top, right? Pretty similar, but it's a little different. So I'm just going to hit cancel. So there's your themes. So you have 20 photos uploaded into 2 galleries. You got a home page. It's filled out. You should have a header image you shot and some sample images of your work. Fill out the about page and contact page. Contact page should have a contact form. I recommend and a map. And the map of the city you live in. The about page should have a description. I'm just going to put artist description and a photo view. And there we go. Okay. And then add those social media links. I'll have at least 3. And then make sure you're publishing. Hit that publish time often as you're working so you don't lose your stuff. There is a free Weebly app. If you search in the App Store under Weebly, there's a Weebly website builder app. And so you could technically do everything through a smartphone if you don't have a computer. So you can actually upload photos straight from your phone, from your camera roll right into your website. It's a little slower, but obviously it's just a free app. It's doing the best you can. It's easier to work on a desktop, but you can do everything through the Weebly app. So it's Weebly, Weebly. All right, I'm just going to stop the recording.